everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I have realized that I have not put up a book haul since April. And I have a huge stack of books over here that I have been collecting since May. And I don't remember half of the books that are in this pile by my bed. The reason I have a pile of books by my bed is to keep them separate from the books I have in my hallway, so I know which ones come in that month, and also I have nowhere else to put them. I am officially out of space for books. I need to go on a serious book buying ban and read my books. And this month's TBR is not helping me read those books because it's an all ebook TBR. Hopefully my husband's going to be building onto my bookshelf in the hallway. That's the last edition he's going to be adding to it, and then I need to start decluttering some books and unhauling some books. So be on the lookout in the future, in the upcoming months, hopefully, of some unhaul videos. I may make next year a read unhaul year if I don't like it. I need to seriously put thought into the books that I'm keeping. And also my daughter's room. My daughter's bookshelves are filled to the brim. Sammy has two, Ari has two, Addie has two, and they're all full. But they have also knickknacks on them too. Okay, so let's just get into the pile. Like I said, these are books from May up until July. I haven't gotten any books so far this month. I have got one, and that's a birthday present for Ari, but she won't get that until October, so it's going straight into the closet. Okay, so, and I'll try to remember where these came, where I got these from. So the first one is Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. This one was a freebie. I got this from VeryDice. It's a phone app where you can, it's a dice game. You can roll dice and collect tickets, and yeah, my code's down below. It's free. You don't have to pay any money. I've gotten so many things from this app, and I am obsessed. So, go try out this app. You'll get free books, free jewelry, free homeware, toys, Funko Pops, tools. It's just great. And you can you get your own code, and you can send it to your friends and family. And if you sign up with my code, you'll get 50 rolls automatically. And yeah, so I got this for free, and I've already read it. I finished this series this year, and I'm just, this whole series is like a 5 out of 5. And so I talk about the third one in my, when did I read it? I haven't done my July wrap-up yet, so it'll be in my July wrap-up. I'm not going to go into much explanation for these books because then we'll be here all day, and I don't got time for that. The next one was sent to me by a publisher or the author for a blog tour post, and it is No Way Back Today by Eric Shores. And it's this guy, he's searching out his childhood friends so he can fulfill his dreams of starting a rock band and launching a tour. So, my spotlight tour. Oh, so there's the dude who wrote it. Nice picture. That's creepy. Oh, I didn't realize that. Kelly, embrace the good. Best wishes, Eric Shore. Oh, that's nice. So, I'm going to be getting to this soon since it's personalized to me. It's my first personalized book, so I will cherish this. Hopefully it's good. Okay, the next one we found in a little free library. I am always donating old children's books because my kids are not babies anymore. I have an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 8-year-old. And my 8-year-old, she is a struggling reader hardcore. And she still likes reading picture books, and I'm trying to get her on chapter books, and it's just not working out. My oldest was a struggling reader, and my middle child, she surpassed her older sister. She's done read both the first 2 Harry Potter books in a month. She's 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, I was still reading the first one because I could not keep my attention. So, I got this from a little free library, and it is The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. I've heard amazing things about this series, and yeah. Are you a gifted child looking for special opportunities? Like the Potter books, the story goes beyond mere adventures. So it's compared to Harry Potter. This one came from Dollar Tree. I went to Dollar Tree in May. Yeah, I had to get out of the house. I've been in the house. I've been cooped up since March 16th when we quarantined ourselves. And that was the only place I've been. In May, I have not left the house since. I'm struggling. And it is Shoes for Anthony by Emma Kennedy. Some of these books I've already shown in a Dollar Tree haul, so if you're seeing these ones again and say, oh yeah, you've already showed these, I haven't shown them in a book haul. So, I think it's set during, it's set in a small Welsh coal mining town during World War II. It reminded me of something I read online a couple years ago, how all of these shoes were found in a river. They have been dumped, and it was children's shoes, women's shoes, man's shoes, and they were all dumped in a river, and they supposedly belonged to Jews that were rounded up and sent to concentration camps, and their shoes were taken. And so this reminded me of that story, and maybe, I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find that article and try to link it down below, because I don't think that's about it, but it reminded me with the shoes in World War II. Okay, so the next one is another freebie that I got from Kellogg's Family Rewards. They're doing a offer where if you buy a box of cereal, you can keep or donate a book, and I picked Between Shades of Grey by Rita Sepetys. I've read one Rita Sepetys book, and that was Salt to the Sea, and I absolutely loved it. I experienced so many emotions, and I know there's a movie out with a different title, Ashes in the Snow, and I don't know if it's out yet or if it's been pushed back because of COVID. But yes, I will be reading this soon. I told myself I wanted to read it in December. Well, I don't like the holidays anyway, so just make it emotional, man. And then the other one that I came with that I picked was Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dowell. I have been wanting to read this since the original cover, and to be honest, I don't like the new covers. I like the other ones with the snake, or the serpent and the orchids. Yeah. Next one I got from Dollar Tree, and I've been wanting to read this because I've know it was Al Crate's first ever book pick, and yeah, it's intrigued me, and I like the background with the architecture. It looks like the Brooklyn Bridge. I think it's the Brooklyn Bridge. And I'm obsessed with architecture on covers. And so that is Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. No idea what it's about, but it says it's an urban fantasy take on the Russian folktale Vasilisa the Beautiful. And in the Enchanted Kingdom of Brooklyn. So it is the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay. And another Dollar Tree book that has been catching my eye, mainly because it's on top of the stack, and whenever I do move it down, I'm still thinking about it, and I'm going to be reading it in October because it looks ominous and mystical and terrifying, and that is The Ship by Antonia Honeywell. This is about a girl named Layla who has grown up in near isolation in her parents' apartment, shielded from the chaos of their collapsed civilization. Close. But things are getting more dangerous outside. People are killing one another for husk of bread, and the police are detaining anyone without an ID card. Okay. On her 16th birthday, Layla's father decides to use their escape route. A ship he's built that is big enough to save only 500 people, but once aboard, not everything is quite as perfect as it seems. This keeps catching my eye, and I want to read it, and I got it on my October TBR. So this is going to be the first book I pick up in October, because I just can't wait. Okay, and then I bought the 5th book in the Heroes of Olympus series, The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I am falling in love with the series, and I've only read the first 2 books. I'm going to be reading The Mark of Athena next month for sequel September, so get ready. And yeah, I just want to know if Terminus is in the rest of the books. He is my favorite character. He's my favorite statue. He's got sass, and he don't have arms. That seems to be the thing with people who are missing limbs. They are sassy as hell. And I don't blame them. I bought another Coffee and a Classics pass box from Etsy. I will link that shop down below. And the box I bought has a Russian classic. And I want to read this. I told myself I was going to read it in December. Why do I want to read everything in December? Mainly because I have September, October, and November's TBRs on lock and trying to figure out what I'm going to read in December. I'm not a mood reader. I have to plan shit. Okay, so the book that came in this pass box was Anna Karenina, and it's got the gilded edges, and it came with this ribbon bookmark with this little lattice leaf charm, and then a pearl at the bottom. I don't know which one goes on the bottom. Probably this and then the pearl on top. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to try to find a reading project, because this is 800 pages long. Almost 800 pages. Because I want to read War and Peace 2, and I found a 365-day project on that where you can read a chapter a day. So, yeah. I may find one for this. But if I can read George R. Martin's books in a month, I can read Anna Karenina in a month. And this is my next George R. R. Martin book that I need to be reading. I was supposed to read this in July. Didn't get to it because library books. Once again, my own books were being neglected. So yeah, I'm gonna have to read this month, and then I'm gonna have to read the 5th one next month for my sequel TBR. To keep on track. And so, yep, this is book 4 in the Song of Ice and Fire, and I think people have been saying that book 4 and book 5 are very similar. And I did have a website bookmarked called Boiled Leather, where this person made a reading order. Like, you read the first chapter of book 4, and then you go and read the first chapter of book 5. So you read them simultaneously. That website has been deleted since. So I'm going to have to try to find the reading order for it. Or if you have read A Song of Ice and Fire, how would you go about me reading this? Do I read book 4 and then go book 5? Or do I alternate and switch back and forth? So, yes. Book 4 and book 5, Dance with Dragons. Oh, that's upside down. Why are you upside down? Yeah, Dance with Dragons. And book 4 is A Feast for Crows. 4 crows? Yeah. I keep getting them confused. I don't know why. I bought this off Amazon, and I bought it from an indie bookstore that was a seller on Amazon, and it came without a dust jacket. And that's the reason I wanted a hardback, for the dust jacket. But I'm not mad. This day and age, can't be mad about stupid stuff like a missing dust jacket. people are dying from a disease or a sickness, whatever you want to call this pandemic. But yeah, this is book 5 in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I think that's the last one, and then the prequel about the Targaryen family was published last year or 2018, I think. Yeah, I'm going to be reading that one in December. It came in my July owl crate, and it is so freaking pretty. It is Goddess in the Machine, Laura Beth Johnson, and she reminds me so much of Chrissy Teigen. She looks like Chrissy Teigen. Am I the only one? She looks like freaking Chrissy Teigen. And I am wanting to read this again. It's gold edging, and it's about a girl who wakes up in the year 3100. And yeah, she wakes up in the year 3102, and she gets called a goddess because she comes out of a capsule. Okay. Why she woke up so late? Okay, the next one is another Dollar Tree book, and it is a nonfiction. It is called The Ledge. It is an inspirational story of friendship and survival by Jim Davidson and Kevin Vaughn. And it's about these two guys who stood together at the summit of Mount Rainier in June 1992. After I watched Lala's read like an Aries video, I saw that she picked up her little book of self-care for Aries, so I went and picked up the little book of self-care for Sagittarius. And the night I got this, me and my husband were laying in bed, and I was just flipping through it, and I was reading some of the headings on some of them that I'm supposed to do, like follow your intuition, and we were just making jokes, and streamline your space, read a classic, avoid burnout, sleep it off. My husband was like, yeah, you sleep all the time. I do. Set a fitness goal. I smirked. Visit the racetrack. I love watching Formula 1 races, and it is my bucket list dream. It's at the top of my bucket list to go to every Formula 1 track and watch a race in a year. I don't know where I'm going to get the money for that, or into visas, and yeah, that's not going to happen. Relax in velvet. I don't like velvet. Find your passion. Make them laugh. Promote strong bones and muscles with figs. And my husband was like, don't eat too many, you'll be in the bathroom. Yeah, he's had that problem. He ate too many figs and he was in the bathroom for the rest of the night. Okay, so yeah, it was just a cute little read, and I really enjoyed it. I'm thinking about getting my daughter's signs, Taurus, Libra, and Aquarius, and I may get my husband's too. He's a Gemini. And it shows. I have an unboxing, but that's going to be at the end of the video because of the company that it came from. But this next one is also another VeryDice redemption, and it is I Am Haunted, Living Life Through the Dead by Zach Bagans. I am in love with Zach Bagans. Ghost Adventures is my favorite show. I've been watching it since 2011. My uncle got me hooked on it, and yeah, I already have his first book. I've been wanting to read this one for years, and the price was always up and down, and I was like, okay, I want to see if VeryDice has it. VeryDice had it, and then the ticket price up and down, I finally had enough tickets to redeem it, and I'm super excited to read it. And it has pictures of him and the guys, and some of his faces, and meeting people, and going to NSPCA, and see, just awesome. Yep, I can't wait to read this. I'm going to be reading this in November for Nonfiction November. Book, I think this came in the May box, I'm not sure, And that is Bone Crier's Moon. The only thing I know about it is that she's a Bone Crier. She has to kill her true love. And then another person that she killed, their true love is coming after her to avenge their death. And just, it's crazy. I can't believe I remembered that. And got it right. I think I got it right. Did I get it right? I don't know. But yeah. And it's got these god-awful puke green edges that's supposed to look gold, but nah, that ain't gold. That's puke green. That's the color my husband wanted his car. That's just sick. Another book that we found in a little free library. It's by Jan Yolen. I'm reading a Jan Yolen book to my kids, Bright Rose, and this one is called Dragon's Heart. This is, I think, yeah, book 4 in a series. I don't learn. So yeah, I'm not going to say what this is about because I don't want to read it back. I don't know what it's about. Preferably a dragon and its heart and these two kids or people. Kids, teenagers, I don't know. Yeah, I think the first one is called Dragon's Blood, Heart's Blood, Ascending of Dragon, and then Dragon's Heart. So, and it was discarded by my town library. How dare they? I got this one from Once Upon a Book Club, and I have that unboxing on my channel. I'll link it down below. And it is A Constellation of Roses by Miranda Acevedo. And the cover is just so freaking pretty with all the constellations and the roses. And I wonder what will happen if I eat the pie. I have been thinking about this damn pie ever since I first read it. What's up with the pie? Is it dangerous? Is it a shit pie like The Help? I have another book from VeryDice. And that is The Bells by Danielle Clayton. This book is one of my favorites. I absolutely loved the first one. The second one, I felt it was very rushed. And now I'm hearing there's a third one when it was supposed to be a duology. So I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I'm excited or just am I going to read it? But this is about these bells. They can change people's appearances, and she can make them beautiful. So, yeah, I had the second one from a blog tour post, and I did not have the first one. I got the first one from the library when I was supposed to do that post, and I didn't have my own copy. When I found this on VeryDice, it was there for a day, and then it disappeared. And then it went back. It kept going, coming and going. And then I got my hands on it for 13,000 tickets, which is very easy to accumulate. Let me tell you. Get your friends. Get your family. Use my code. And have a lucky dice finger. Ignore me. But yes. And I thought it was going to be the hardback that I got. It's always a paperback edition. So if you have a problem with that, then I suggest going for something else like DVDs or video games or video game consoles. Christmas ornaments. Christmas time is coming up. Halloween costumes. You can find anything on VeryDice. Link. My code is in the description. Sign up with it. Try the game. If you don't like it, then it's not going to hurt you. It does not cost you anything. But, yeah. But the paperback's nice and floppy, so if you don't mind paperback, it's floppy. I think these two came in the same box, and that is Witchy. It's a graphic novel by Ariel Slamet Reese, and it's about witches. You can be... Your strength of magic is determined by the length of your hair. And my daughter keeps bugging me if I've read that yet because she wants to read it. And then I think that book came with this book, which is Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I've read one Zoraida Cordova book, and that was her Star Wars book, which was amazing. And yeah, can't wait to read this. And I love flames and anything architecture. So, I don't know. We already got 3 stacks, so it doesn't look like a lot. That's a lot. And then I got 1 more stack and then this unboxing. So, I got this book off Amazon because I needed it. And I don't know if there's going to be a 3rd one saying that it is on Goodreads. And people, fans of the series, are saying so. But that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I needed to get this edition to match the edition that I got from the Owl Crate limited edition box. And yeah, I got this edition and it's so pretty. I love this series. It's about these 2 guys who have near-death experiences. They create their own near-death experiences to gain superpowers. And it's about this girl named Sydney. She comes back from the dead. It's about a dog. I forget the dog's name again. Dole. And Mitch, who is like this big buff guy who loves chocolate milk. So I'm a fan of him because I like chocolate milk too. Another Owl Crate was their first one without a dust jacket, and I am a fan for it. And that is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. This was their June box, and this is an August release, so they sent this one out ahead of time. I think this book was originally supposed to come out in June, if I'm not mistaken, because I have that written down in my reading journal. So, but I think COVID pushed this one back too. And the end pages are just everything. But it's about a circus. It was circus themed. And I like how she's sitting on a swing that looks like a chandelier. So yeah, this is one of my most anticipated books of the year. I haven't read it yet. I have 5 more books that are from the Kellogg's Family Rewards book offer. You can redeem 10 books to donate or keep. I decided to keep mine this time. The last time they had this promotion, I donated books to a local school, and this time I decided to keep my offers. So next time they do this offer, I will be donating. So the first book I'm going to show you is The Strange Fascinations of Noah Hypnotic, and this cover is just very 80s, and it says, Noah Oakman is a 16-year-old Bowie believer, concise historian, disillusioned swimmer, son, brother, and friend. But on the night of a party, Noah is hypnotized and awakes the next morning to some subtle changes. His mother has a scar on her face that wasn't there before. His old dog, who once walked with a limp, is suddenly lithe. His best friend, a lifelong DC Comics disciple, now rotates in the Marvel universe. Seeing everything in Noah's world has been rewritten. Everything except the few constants of his life. His strange fascinations. So, I cannot wait to read this. And this is from the author of Mosquitoland and Kids of Appetite, David Arnold. I have not read either of those books, but this one. David Bowie. I mean, obviously. The next 2 I got for my kids from the Kellogg's Family Rewards, and that is The Last Kids on Earth and The Last Kids on Earth and The Zombie Parade. This is book 1 and book 2 of the series. These were the only 2 that they were offering, and like I said, my kids love graphic illustrated books. It's not really a graphic novel. It's kind of like Captain Underpants, how it's formatted. And yeah, so I'm hoping my oldest likes these. They like the show, but I don't know. I'm hoping they like them. The next one is Code Talker by Joseph Brochak, and it's about the United States is at war, and 16-year-old Ned Begay wants to join the cause, especially when he hears that Navajos are being specifically recruited by the Marine Corps. So he claims he's old enough to enlist, breezes his way through boot camp, and suddenly finds himself involved in a top secret task, one that's exclusively performed by Navajos. He has become a code talker. Now Ned must brave some of the heaviest fighting of the war, and with his native Navajo language as code, send crucial messages back and forth to aid in the conflict against Japan. His experience in the Pacific, from Guadalcanal to Iwo Jima and beyond, will leave him forever changed. A novel about the Navajo Marines of World War II. Yeah, I had a friend who was Navajo. Well, yeah, he died. Not gonna talk about it. He was Navajo, and yeah. So I'm just wanting to read more about this and maybe research some more. I know this is a novel, but I wonder if there's any nonfiction books on the topic. The last book I got from Kellogg's Family Rewards was The Enchantress by Michael Scott. The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. I have the first book, which is The Alchemist, and The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. And I think this is like book 6. They only had this one and the first one, and the first one that I have does not look like this. It's the original cover, I think. But I like these covers more, so I'm going to stick with these covers. And I haven't read the first book yet. But Nicholas Flamel, Harry Potter. I mean, I can't tell you what this one's about without telling you, without spoiling. And I don't know what the first one's about. Obviously, Nicholas Flamel. That's it. And he was in Harry Potter. He's immortal. And the last book I bought on Amazon is from one of my favorite authors. And it is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. John Boyne wrote The Invisible Heart's Furies, and I absolutely loved that book. And so this one is very short. It's way smaller than that book. There are people on the other side of the fence. They all jump to attention whenever the soldiers approach. Sometimes they fall to the ground, and sometimes they do not get up. Yeah, it's obviously set in World War II concentration camp. And I haven't watched the movie. And then I heard something crazy, that the book is not actually based in World War II. It's not about a concentration camp, but obviously the setting, Berlin, 1942, barbed wire, the pattern of the uniforms or the rags that they were given to wear. Yeah, so I'm going to be reading this one when I have the mental capacity to get to it. I have a lot of World War II books. That's the books I go for. I don't know why. And now for the unboxing. If you heard me earlier, I said this box came from a company that is not inclusive. Or maybe they're inclusive now. I don't know. But this, I think this was their June box. And right after I got it, I ended my subscription. So yeah, I'm going to give them a couple months. I'm going to check. I'm going to see, but yeah. This is the only book that caught my attention for June. And so it's book of the month. Book of the month. And I haven't even taken that out of the box. It's Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This is my first Riley Sager book. Yeah. It's about this girl, her dad writes about this haunted house, and then he gifts her the haunted house in his will or something. And she finds out it's true, maybe. Or some weird shit happens. Something like that. And yeah. So let me check to see if my little stamp on the hardcover is actually neat this time, because the last one that I got, which was the Splendid in the Vial, it was all mismatched, and the stamp was on one side, and then halfway up the foil and the stamp did not match. So let's see. That's mainly why I buy these books, because I like the stamps. Okay, it's right this month. So it's not sloppy. So it's June 2020. And yeah. Maggie Holt doesn't believe in things, even if they are the details of the story that made her family famous. And it's one of my favorite colors, green. So that's it for my book haul. That's a long one. Have fun editing, Kelly. But yeah, if you have read any of these books or want to buddy read any of these books with me, leave your comment down below. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video.